Hey, Mitzi RV guy here with Mr. Motorhome. Far and away the best dealership in Northern California, bringing you another beautiful used Class C. This is a 2005 Fleetwood Jamboree. And let me tell you guys, it is one of the most beautiful Class Cs going down the road. Fleetwood should know they invented the Class C in 1923. This is really their flagship model. Take a look at this. You see how the slides actually have the storage on the outside? Not all the way in against the coach like you get on the cheaper ones where you have to bend underneath the slide. They want you to be able to have a nice time getting into and out of your storage. The windows, for example, this is safety glass. I can really pound on that. Let's say that you have a baseball or basketball from the camp fly up and hit you. You don't have to worry about your windows shattering. Not only that, you see the UV tint? You ever been in a coach and seen it all faded and the interior starts falling apart, especially the cloth? That's because the sun's been beating through those windows. It's been wearing down the cloth on those cheapo Class Cs and Class A's. You won't have that problem in your Jamboree because of the UV tint. Look at how beautiful this is, guys. This is actually the scene that people are going to be seeing behind your coach. Hopefully you have your slide in, of course. As they're going down the road, it is just absolutely cherry. And of course, you know if it's on Mr. Motorhome's lot, it's one of the best ones that there are out there, period. We guarantee in writing, absolutely everything's going to be working on this beautiful ride. Not like that's much of a guarantee. Taking a look at this thing, it is just about brand new. Only 74,000 miles on it. So cherry from the outside. Let's take a look at some of the storage on this beautiful Jamboree. Now, when I say you have plenty of storage that's easy to access on the slide, let me show you exactly what I mean. This is amazing. Look at how easy it is to access that. You come out to your slide, and you basically have enough storage space for you to put an entire football team's worth of equipment. Your kids can be camping in your storage, and that's not the only storage. And take a listen to this. Slam style doors. You hear that? That is the sound of quality right there. Bam! And it's shut. None of those little twisty knobs that are going to break, or you end up having to bend back in the metal because it's not holding anymore. I'm telling you guys, this thing is designed with the utmost quality standards in mind. Look at this, not only storage, but this is where your tank checks are. It's where you hug in your telephone. And you see how your dump tanks are underneath looking all ugly with hoses out? You actually have grommets to put it in. One of the most classy designs you can possibly get. Now when it comes to generators, there's two main things you want to worry about. Reliability and how loud it is. That's one of the main reasons why the Onan Micro Quiet series is so popular among builders that are really worried about quality. Not only is that going to give you plenty of power, it runs at 1800 RPMs. That's going to mean that most generators running at 3600 RPMs are nearly twice as loud. You can fall asleep with this generator on and forget to turn it off because it's just that quiet. Let's go on a magical storage journey together. You ready? This is the other side. You have easy access to your lines, and look at how well built those plumbing hoses are. You see how thick that plumbing is? You're not going to have nearly the kind of clogs that you get in the plumbing that uses the thin little PVC trying to save money. Huge, massive storage there. Coming this way. Oh, look, this is where the propane is. Must not be any storage in this compartment. Not true. Huge amounts of storage. Look at how deep that is. It's absolutely unbelievable. And that's not even half of it. Look at this compartment. It's so huge. That goes all the way to the slide. You could crawl in there. You thought the slide-in storage was huge. Look at that. Hey, Mitzi RV guy here, chilling on the inside. Take a look at how comfortable it is up in this bunk area. I'm 6 foot tall, and I still got plenty of space, and this is very, very comfortable. Not only do you have all this nice storage space up there, but take a look at this. It gives you a great place for the kids to put some netted materials, or even other things that you don't want to roll around. You have beautiful storage space up here for just about anything, as well as keeping your ladder. And take a look at just how nice this is. The layout just can't be overstated. This is one of the most functional layouts of all time. Not only do you have your beautiful, nice couch that flips out into a bed, takes about 2 seconds. I'll show you that in a second. Look at all the storage space that you have. And those are real hardwood cabinets. You're not talking about the particle board wood that's going to be bubbling and having the vinyl wrap come up over time. Look at all the kitchen space that you have. The counter space is unbelievable. Guys, if you can't cook on that, you can't cook at a house. Beautiful hardwood everywhere that you look, and look at all that space. This is only a 31 footer. This is definitely one of the main reasons why this is such a popular model. Let's take a look at that kitchen a little closer. Look at all the counter space you have. not only do you have all this usable area that you can actually cook meals on, you have a real metal sink just like you would get in home. And look at these drawers, guys. They actually have a real ball bearing system. You're not talking about just having wood sitting inside the box like you get with most of the cheap guys. Now, it's only really about 30 cents extra to install these on rigs. So the question is, why do so many places decide to skimp on it? Well, the reason that they do is they're trying to save just a few bucks. Beautiful place for you to put knives back there, light and fan, of course, and as well as your nice Samsung microwave above. Now, if they're skimping on a few cents on the drawer glides, you know that they're skipping all the way through the coach. You don't have any skimping in your Fleetwood. Take a look up here in the corner. You see how they don't have that plastic molding in between where the wall and the roof meets? That's what's called GIMP in the industry. GIMP is used, see, no trim, by manufacturers who know that they don't have the best quality and they're trying to cover up gaps. You don't have that problem with Fleetwood. Look at this. Even more counter space if you really needed it. You feel like you need it. Look at all the space you get with this beautiful refrigerator. This is a full-size fridge in one of these. You're talking about a little over 6 cubic inches in this nice Dometic, one of the more popular models out there. Nice Coleman Mac AC unit, big time thumbs up. Coleman Mac is so much nicer in my personal opinion than Dometic. Now look at how beautiful and large you get in this dinette area here. Of course that turns into a bed. You get storage underneath. You actually have cup holders and you can fit full-size adults on there. And again, the couch. Not only is it a comfortable couch, getting it out of the way when people are walking by, you have a nice armrest there that you can actually put cups in. And let's see how hard it is to turn into a bed. I wonder if I can do it. Oh my goodness, look at that. I didn't even have to put the camera down. It takes me like a few seconds to do. A few seconds might be way too much. Look at that. Literally anyone. How about the slider bunk? Look at that, guys. Literally, I just sat there and pushed it, and it moved completely out of the way. It's designed so that everything functions. You don't have to worry about it. Right above you is going to be a beautiful full-size vent fan. You're not talking about the tiny little silver dollar one that spins real fast. Let's take a look at the back of the coach now. Now, a lot of people say, Mitch, I know that you have a great reputation, but how do I really know that these are going to be in the shape that you say they are? We guarantee it in writing, guys. We're going to put down that not only is every system going to work, the systems checks most RV dealerships say, they're talking about just the AC system, the heat. We're talking about everything. If a light bulb is supposed to function when you hit a switch, that light bulb's going to turn on. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. In 3 decades of only selling used vehicles, we have 0 complaints on file. That's nearly impossible. One of the only dealerships with a link to our Better Business Bureau review right on our website. Let's take a look in this rear. Now when you come back here, it looks like it's just a straight pass-through, and you say, wow, you know, it is nice to have all that space, but what if I want a little bit of privacy? Check out what happens when I close the bathroom door. Look at that! All of a sudden now you have a master bedroom with its own bathroom, its own area back there to relax, and back here you have the living area where everybody else can be. So let's go back here and let's close our master bedroom door and see what this is like. So you're inside your bedroom and you're relaxing, you're watching TV here on your nice drop-down tray where you actually have the plug-ins. Look at this. You not only have privacy, you can actually close this section off the bedroom from the bathroom, from the living room. You have a 3-bedroom house all of a sudden. Look at this, guys. You have all the space you could ever want in the bathroom. How luxurious for you to actually be able to stretch out inside just the toilet area. Look, there's actually counter space. Who would have thought? Most manufacturers think counter space is some sort of foreign band. Now, oh, I love this. Look, it's not just some cheapo little shower like you get shoved in there. This is actually a beautiful, spacious shower that's going to give you all the room that you need. And lots of tall people can get in there no problem because they give you all the space that you need for headroom. It's designed. Beautiful walk-around queen bed. And when I say walk-around, look at the space there. We're not talking about walk-around because you have a few inches where you can squeeze by if you're an anorexic teenager. I mean walk-around like you're actually going to be comfortable accessing and using your bed. Remember, Fleetwood has been building these for about 70 years. They have the #1 selling Class A over the last 20 years, the Bounder. The #1 selling Class C. They had the #1 selling fifth wheel, the Prowler, for 37 years in a row. You know they had to build them right. just like we know how to sell them right. Hey, Mitch the RV guy with Mr. Motorhome, 7900 South Stockton Avenue. Come down and take a look. We have so much inventory. I can't even possibly get it all online. And every single one of them is going to be in cherry shape. Guaranteed by us with a reputation on the line to be perfect for you. Give me a call and tell me what you're looking for, guys. Thank you so much for checking out my video. MrMotorhome.com. Give us a look. And you have a wonderful day.